So I'm super excited to be talking to you, Danielle. In the first instance, can you tell me a little bit about South Start?
Absolutely. So we are host to an annual festival for Australia's founder, investor, and effectively startup community. It is happening the 7th to the 10th of March next year, so save the date. We have a multi-day adventure planned, think masterclasses, think offsites, investor conversations, and a whole lot more, but you'll have to wait and see for some exciting announcements ahead.
Yeah, and kind of leading up to the hype of South Start next year, you've decided with South Australia to lead the charge as part of Global Entrepreneurship Week this week. What have you got planned for the Startup Week?
Yeah, we're really excited. Effectively for us, it's a bittersweet thing running a festival once a year, in that there's a whole host of excitement and other opportunities that aren't quite captured. And so really, Startup Week is about shining the light on some of the incredible opportunities and pathways that exist to engage with South Australia's startup ecosystem. There are, a host of innovation champions and organisations that we've teamed up with the support of Adelaide Economic Development Agency to really, foster both mobility within and connection within the existing community, but also welcome others to see what's going on and what startups are all about.
What made you be excited about being part of this global initiative?
Well, we really wanted to put, firstly, Adelaide on the map in a global context, and also really support many of the event hosts and the incredible ecosystem champions that are running activities throughout the year, but may not be coordinated alongside each other. And so really for us, it's about amplifying the existing activity, encouraging obviously new ones as well in celebration and focus of that week specifically, and just riding that wave of excitement and energy, particularly into our festival next year.
Obviously, Global Entrepreneurship Week is a global initiative. You're focusing on South Australia, but why should other states be involved?
So I think it's really important, for us to have an aligned national activity calendar that really puts Australia on the map in a global context. It's amazing to, see local communities come together, particularly through a state-specific lens. But as much as those communities and regions can speak to each other through a collective voice, it can only bring good things to our innovation ecosystem.
Yeah, and I mean, look, thinking about those good things, what should people kind of expect from your Startup Week? What have you got planned? What's exciting?
So a little bias here, but we, through the South Start banner, are specifically hosting a community celebration. So that will really provide, yes, a conversational element, a pulse check for what are some of the achievements that we've seen in South Australia over the last year? What are some of the key opportunities and challenges ahead of us that we as a community need to be addressing and proposing and working on solutions for? But then also, as we do best, combining that hospitality flavor and harnessing really the authentic relationships that provide the backbone for progress, particularly, when you're both running or growing or supporting a startup, which can be incredibly difficult.
Well, it sounds super exciting. Thanks for kind of sharing some of that hype. And obviously, when we share this interview, we'll be sharing all of the links, not just to South Australia's Startup Week, but to the broader kind of map of what's happening around Global Entrepreneurship Week from the 14th to the 20th of November. Thank you, Danielle, for your time.
Thank you.